Breaking news, the Chicago Bulls have signed guard Goran Dragic. So let's talk about this. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, make sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure you guys are following me on my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, people. So I told you that the Bulls were not done making moves in free agency, and I said that we were at 14 contracts, 14 roster spots basically taken up, which means we had space for one more, room for one more. And lo and behold, the Bulls go ahead and make another signing, this time for Goran Dragic. Now, Dragic played with the Nets last season. Obviously, he is past his prime at this point. He's 36 years old, but he can still contribute to a basketball team. Now, it's a one-year deal. Worth approximately $2.9 million. So before I talk about the Dragic signing in terms of what he's going to bring on the court, let's talk about the financials real quick, okay? 1 year, $2.9 million. This does not fulfill out the mid-level exception, meaning we had like $7 million left in the mid-level exception. So you might be thinking, wait, Faiz, if we had that much money left, right? We spent $3.5 million on Drummond, and we've got $6.5–7 million left. So why did we only spend this much on Dragic? Why didn't we sign somebody else for the rest of the $6 million or something like that? Good question. Here's the answer. The Bulls didn't want to pay the luxury tax. They were literally $3.5 million away from paying the luxury tax. And this is a $2.9 million signing. So there you go, folks. The ownership doesn't want to pay the luxury tax. So this is the final signing and keeps them right below the luxury tax, which is exactly what ownership wanted. Now, obviously, I'm being sarcastic in the sense of sounding like I'm happy about it. I'm not. I'm actually very, very annoyed that it seems like after last year when we went all in on signing Lonzo, getting DeMar and Vooch, and now we don't want to pay the luxury tax. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me after we even signed Zach LaVine to a max contract. So, with that being said, that's the reason why we didn't go for, I guess, I would say a bigger name, right? I mentioned a guy like a TJ Warren out there. But yeah, Dragic, that's why we signed him for a 1 year, $2.9 million deal. And again, I like the signing in terms of the money, right? But we had more money to spend. Now, let's talk about the signing from a basketball perspective here. Like I mentioned to you, Dragic is not the same guy that was once an all-star, right? He's not that same player, but he can still contribute. With the Nets last season, played about 16 games. And averaged about 7.5 points and about 5 assists a game. Shot 36% from three. Or excuse me, they didn't shoot that from three last year. That's his career average as a three-point shooter. So he's a legitimate three-point threat. He can hit the three. He can facilitate, play make, and shoot. So on paper, I do like the signing for Dragic in that aspect because you take a look at our guard rotation, you might be thinking, Faiz, we're loaded at guard now, right? And yeah, Dragic will obviously add to our bench. We needed more scoring off the bench. We only had Coby White as our legitimate scoring/shooting threat off the bench, right? So you take a look at the bench, right? We had, in terms of our guard rotation, you had Ayo, you had Alex Caruso, you had, Dalen Terry is going to be a kind of a swing, if you will, and then you had Coby White. So to me, Dragic adds shooting that, Caruso's not that great of a shooter, right? We know that Dalen Terry's not obviously a great shooter. And so the only other guy who was a great shooter is Coby White. So he adds shooting to the bench, which we needed. And then playmaking, another playmaking guard off the bench. This is something Dragic has that Coby White does not, being able to facilitate and play make. So overall, I like the signing, people. The only thing that's annoying to me is because of the fact that we had more money to spend and we purposely are trying to avoid paying the luxury tax, which is annoying. But as far as just the Dragic signing, I think he's going to add to our guard rotation, play off the bench, add some shooting, playmaking, and facilitating. And I like that, and I'd like the signing overall. So let me know what you guys think. This is it, folks. I think we're at 15 players now, so this should be the last of the free agent signings. Let me know what you guys think about Goran Dragic to the Chicago Bulls. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.